Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Sharon and this is a channel that is dedicated to all things related to narcissism. I've been married to a covert narcissist for almost 20 years. I'm separated from him now, but what I do with this channel is use my real life experiences of being married to a narcissist as a way for people to gain knowledge about it, a warning to anybody that's in a relationship with a narcissist, and also it's therapeutic for me because the reality is my children and I are very much in the middle of recovery from the abuse inflicted on us by him. Today's video is going to be about going to couples therapy with a narcissist. It's generally not advised to do that. The reason being is that if you're going to therapy, couples therapy, the assumption is that you're going together to work on the problems in your relationship. You both take responsibility, you both work together, you are really trying to improve the relationship. Problem is, a narcissist doesn't have the ability to do that. These are people that are completely devoid of emotion. They don't have empathy. They don't have love. They don't want to work on the relationship. What they want is you to be put in your place. They want you to be narcissistic supply for them. They need you to artificially prop them up. They need you to make them feel good about themselves. They need you to deny yourself and just focus on them. And if you're not going to do that, that's going to be a problem for them. And when they go to therapy, they're not trying to work on themselves. Because the reality is, if you are in couples therapy with a narcissist, it's because your narcissist is making your life a living hell. You are trying to improve and be a good person. They are trying to get the therapist on their side and go on with their life how they want to go on. And if you're not willing to do that, that's going to be a problem. And the other thing that you risk is that when you're in therapy, narcissists are actors. They have been perfecting their craft for, since they were toddlers, really. Narcissists have been narcissists their whole life. People that have, there's different ranges of narcissism. You could just be, you could be low on the narcissistic scale and just be, think you're great looking, what someone would classically think of a narcissist. You could also, that goes all the way up to full-blown narcissistic personality disorder. That's what my husband has, and he's completely mentally deranged. Personally, I even think he's psychotic, and as we go on in these videos, I'll describe more and more, and you'll see what I mean. But we ended up going to couples therapy because my husband falsely accused me of domestic violence against him, and Child Protective Services opened an investigation. As part of that, we went to couples therapy. Now, in my case, it actually worked out okay because my husband has been on a rapid decline over the last 2 years. He's gotten worse and worse. He's in a full-blown narcissistic collapse. And I will make another video about that, but just to say briefly, if you're a narcissist, you need narcissistic supply. You need somebody to artificially prop you up, feed you. You're like a drug addict. You need supply. You need somebody to make you feel good about yourself. And I don't do that anymore. My husband has no friends. He's not close to his family. He has nothing. He's completely collapsing. So, he wasn't at therapy trying to act like he was, this wonderful guy and everything was my fault. He went and he just sat there. So I was there with, 3 of us were there, and the therapist kept trying to engage my husband, kept asking him questions. I would talk, say what was going on, mentioning silent treatment, the false police report, abuse, and he just sat there, stared at a wall. And as the therapist tried to engage him, he would say, kind of jokingly, the therapist would say, so could you tell me about not talking to your wife? Are you giving her silent treatment? Yeah, I don't know what to say. Just don't know what to say. That type of thing. And this went on the whole time. Like, I can't remember if we went to 3 or 4 sessions, but each time it was the same thing. Then the therapist sent me an email and asked me if he could speak with me privately. So I went to speak to him privately, and what he wanted to know is, I got in there, I sat down, and he said, "Why are you with this guy? There's nothing there. What's wrong?" So I told him basically the reason I'm still with my husband, the reason we're not divorced, is for 2 reasons. One is that I'm financially dependent on him. I've been a housewife for almost 20 years. So as I'm trying to get back on my feet, I feel like I'm stuck being married to him. The other thing is I went and I spoke with a divorce attorney, and she specializes in divorces from difficult people. And she told me that divorcing a narcissist is going to be the worst experience of your life. She's actually had clients whose husbands quit their jobs so that they wouldn't have to pay their wife any money. So that's a real concern of mine. So as I get on my feet, I'm forced to drag out the marriage. Now, my husband doesn't want to end the marriage. He wants to get back together. In fact, he doesn't, I haven't lived with him. It's July now. He hasn't lived at the house since December. He lives in his car. He wants to come back home. So I'm able to drag out the marriage because of that, as I try to improve my financial situation. So that's it in a nutshell. So after I spoke to the therapist, the 2 of us decided, so the therapist and myself decided that there's no point in coming to therapy when he's not trying at all. So I went a few more times because I have PTSD from all the issues I've had with my husband. But he didn't continue on at all. He does nothing. So that is my experience of going to couples therapy with a narcissist. So it was okay with me. I got validation, and my husband showed somebody how he really is. So that, it did benefit me. But in general, it's not advised to go to couples therapy with a narcissist, because it can really end up being a bad thing for you. So I appreciate you watching this video, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. My contact info is on my bio, and so feel free to contact me. And I'm trying to make a video every day. Probably won't be able to do it every day, but I am trying to do that. So if anybody has any ideas of anything that you'd like me to make a video about, please let me know. Put it in the comments or email me. And I look forward to making another video and seeing you soon. Bye.